Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here at my next trading card game opening video, and this one's for a pretty new trading card game. It was just released, I think, at the end of last week or the week before that. Anyway, this is called Force of Will, as you can see here. It's obviously just been released in English, which is why I say it's a new release. I think it's been out about a year and a half, maybe 2 years in Japan, because obviously it's originally a Japanese game. But yeah, at last there is an English release of this. It isn't a game I've been following, for instance, say Buddy Fight, where I kind of knew a lot about it going into it. The place where I order cards from, cardteam.co.uk, just said that they're going to be one of the only places for Europe basically that would be stocking this stuff. So I just said, okay, a new card game, I'll try this out, and I ordered 2 of the trial starter decks and just 1 pack just to see what it's like, as a good idea of what the game is about. So yeah, let's just briefly go through this. Obviously, as you can see here, made in Belgium. These cards, the English version. Obviously, it says here Force of Will Co. Limited in Tokyo, Japan. The website is FOWTCG.com, and yeah, pretty kind of basic thing. But for the interesting thing about this is it's really small. I think these cards are Magic the Gathering size and Future Card Buddy Fight size. But as you can see here, here's a Future Card Buddy Fight card. The whole trial, one of the starter decks is all that fits is basically the deck, and I think there's some rules in here as well, but I like that it's really small. It's a nice way of kind of cutting down on packaging. It's pretty cool. But yeah, let me just open this straight away. So if you're new to this game, you're basically going to discover everything about this with me, because I have no idea how you play this game. I've seen pictures of some of the cards, the English version of the cards, but for the most part I know very little about this game. I have no clue how you play it. But yeah, you get around 50 something cards. Here's the, I think there's our shiny card at the start, but there's our deck, and also get some paper stuff here. Very kind of tightly packed here. But let's see, can I rip this open? That came open violently. Okay, let's see what we get here. 3 things. I assume this is the mat that you play the game on, and yes, it is. Let me just spread this out to show you. So yeah, Force of Will, trading card game, Magic Stone deck, Life Break, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, Magic Stones area, Standby area, start turn, draw phase, recovery phase, call phase, main phase, battle phase, end phase, and ending the turn. Fields is this area here, graveyard, main deck. And I should also probably mention that this is the light starter deck. So it's kind of like Magic the Gathering, that there's light, fire. Instead of colors, they actually give it an element. This is the Knights of the Round Table deck, and it's obviously from the first set, Dawn of Valhalla. And yep, that's our thing here, and nothing on the back. So yeah, that's what our field looks like. I'll be doing another video where I go through how you play it and my kind of general thoughts on the game, my Airspeed Plays TCG video. But for now, I'm kind of just going over how you actually play it. So here's a little book, black and white, called Reference. And let's see what's in here. Definitely a kind of unique take on a card game. Okay, so there's some things here like what attack means, what defense is, it just kind of goes through a lot of the jargon of the game, all the various effects and stuff like that, explaining what it does. So that's pretty cool that they have this. Some frequently asked questions, timing diagram. That's pretty specific. But yeah, that's a nice thing to have. Very small, compact, and last but not least, I assume this is the rule book how you actually play, which should help me understand what these cards are about. I'm not going to go through this for the other trial deck, but this is obviously me discovering this game for the first time. So, card types, we've got rulers, magic stones, resonator, spells, and additional cards. So let's see, and then here's the explanation of the different parts of the field. And on the back we have victory conditions for the game, what you do before the beginning of the game explained up here. Various phases, how you go through it, how you attack, and then some other stuff here, what a life break is, judgment, spell, the chase system. It's interesting. But yeah, let me just... Okay, the ruler is the player's avatar in the game. Ruler card is placed face up on the playground at the beginning of the game. Magic stones will... So yeah, I'm gonna have to like actually read this to understand how you actually play the game. But seems like you have one kind of leader card, and those leaders allow you to summon basically like monsters, which are these resonators. You can use spells and other stuff to obviously actually play the game. So it seems interesting enough. But let's see what the cards actually look like. So here is our deck. This is obviously, as I said, the Knights of the Round Table deck, the light deck, which I'm not really sure how they're going to specify like what's what in each card. I assume just this is going to have kind of white/yellow kind of colorings on it, while the other deck that I have here, which is the Fire deck, is going to have red stuff around it. So here we go. Here's our kind of main shiny card, Apollon, the God of Light. And this is a J ruler card, and you can see it has the kind of attribute deity, so that's pretty cool. 1000 attack, 1000 defense, has some effects, but it's a really kind of nice shiny effect, and the cards seem pretty good quality. Overall, oh look, J ruler, and then the back of the card is ruler. So I assume because this card is doesn't actually go in your deck, it doesn't need a regular card back. So obviously there's two different kind of abilities of this card or something like that. I'm gonna have to see how you actually activate this. So this side is J ruler, and this side is just ruler. Delphinius, the Knight of the Sun. So I think this side activates this side. That's interesting. But anyway, our other shiny card here is Michael the Archangel, and this is a Resonator Angel, 1000, 1000. And there's the card back. It's actually really nicely made cards. They feel really like a card fight Vanguard and Future Card Buddy Fights in terms of they kind of shine to the back of the card, and it's just really nice, kind of pentagram sort of thing in the back. Yeah, there's another shiny card here. The Resonator Raptor, called Rook, the Pure White Divine Hawk. You get 2 of those. Well, you get a lot of shinies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 Rooks. And then our last shiny is Garahad the Oracle Knight. 600 attack, 500 defense. Then let's see, we get 4 Lofty Knights. Art is pretty unique. Definitely like different than like a lot of the other card games. Order of Garter. 4 of those. Resonator still. Shield Bearer of the Kingdom. 4 of those. Iron Wall Monk, still Resonators, 4 of those. So obviously 4 is the max you can have of any card in your deck. Here's a Resonator Wizard, Kingdom Alchemist Wizard's Force, 4 of those. Healing Master, 2 of those. 4 Sleeping Lions, it's pretty cool. Benem the Guardian Angel, 2 of those. And I think the kind of aim of this deck is that you gain life back or something like that. I think in terms of like, the only thing I've really looked up about these decks is the general gist of what they do, and it seems like this one is the gain life back deck. Here is a additional card, Power from Inside, and it seems to be like a spell card that just gives you extra attack and defense. This one gives you plus 200, plus 400. 2 of those. This is a spell, and it's specifically called a chant spell, and this is Restoration, and it says Break, which I assume is like some activate ability. 2 of those. 4 head-on attacks. Here's a spell that's a chant, and it says Standby. It's called Casting. You get 2 of those, and here's a Magical Stones, Light Magic Stone. You tap it to produce 1, I assume, light energy. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. So that's obviously what your light deck is for. And it says you produce one of these symbols here, which is the same symbol there that's on these cards. So that's pretty cool. Definitely really seems kind of interesting. There's a lot of different wording than a lot of other card games use. But yeah, it appears you have to use one of those light stones to cast any of these things. And then, of course, you've got like these, it's like a pentagon up here, and there's like 5 spaces, and then this one has 2 lit, this one has 2 lit, this one only has 1 lit, so there's obviously some activation costs, which I think that's what you use the magic stones for. And as you go on, I assume these work like mana in Magic the Gathering or something like that, so seems like a mix of Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Just based on the like attack powers. But yeah, pretty cool. Some nice art for the light deck, but I'm going to quickly go through this fire deck, and then we'll get into the pack and see how the rarities and stuff like that work. But yeah, this one is called, this is the Fire Starter deck, Wolves of the Raging Flames. So that's cool. I got this one, I think, mainly because I got the Knight one because I liked a kind of trading card game Knight kind of theme. I got this one mainly because I think it was said to be like probably the best deck of the bunch, not because I specifically liked anything in it or anything like that. But let's see, is the field any different? I assume these the reference manual and the how to play guide are the exact same, but let's see, the mat probably is a little bit different. It's got some red glow to the outside. No, it's identical to the other mat, so you get the same little pack of stuff in this. But yeah, let's get into the actual cards here. Sorry, so this plastic is like static sticking to me. Okay, our kind of ruler card is Agni the Pyre War God. That's the J ruler side of this. The normal ruler side of this card is, oh my god, how on earth do you pronounce that name? U-S-H-A... U-S-H-U-A-H. Usua the Flame Samurai Swordman. Pretty cool. I like the idea of these kind of double-sided cards, since you know, they're going to be your main card that you do it like that. It's pretty cool. Our kind of other main card, our main resonator, is Azazel the Blazing Charger. Wow, my pronunciation is just getting everything right in the Knight deck. Suddenly everything is crazy in this fire deck. Azazel or Azazel the Blazing Charger. We get 2 Regulus the King of the Volcano. 800, 800, 1000 attack, 200 defense. So yeah, you can see that this one, that one was balanced. The other deck had like 1000, 1000. This one has 1200, 800, and you sort of get the hint that this is an aggressive deck. That's what it's aimed to do. Final shiny card is Fanchin Huaji the Pyre. Wow, the names of these cards are pretty crazy. Continuing the resonators, we get they're all based around samurais and stuff like that. So Shock Troop of Asakna, 4 of those. 1 Suicidal Troop of Asakna. What's with the names? Charger of Asakna. Really unique designs here, tattooed swords people for those. Bamu the Raging Fire Beast. Continuing with the resonators, 2 of those. 2 saber-toothed tigers, 4 parrot dragons. That sounds like an Avatar The Last Airbender animal, parrot dragon. Don't think it is one though. Wyvern of Mount Olga, resonator dragon. 2 Efreet the Blazing Elemental. 2 Boiling Bloods, and this is getting into the edition cards. Boiling Bloods gives plus 400, plus 400, and resonator with this can't block. 4 fireballs, and it deals 500 damage. Spell chant instant, prepare to fall together, 2 of those. 2 enlarge body, and then we get 10 fire magic stone. So you get a hint of what all the other decks are about. I think there's water, wind, and I think it's dark or death is the other deck. There's 5 starter decks available. So that's pretty cool. They're doing a kind of Magic the Gathering style, and yeah, some pretty cool stuff in these. Still not really sure how to play, obviously, because I'm just discovering this right now. But yeah, let's get into the one booster pack I got. So I'm not really sure who these characters are. I assume that's a light, someone from the light deck, dragon from the fire deck, and wind deck maybe for this person. But yeah. This is the first booster set is called The Dawn of Valhalla, and what's it say here? 10 cards in this booster pack, and there are a total of 259 cards. There's 8 rare rulers, 8 uncommon ruler cards, 12 super rares, 51 rares, 54 uncommons, 121 commons, and 5 magic stones. Okay, so it seems like there's just super rares and rares in this, so let's see how this works out. Okay, so we've got a common here. This is, as you can see, one of the wind cards, I think. This is a spell, Flash of Void. Obviously you can see for the green spell. We've got a Water Clown of Labyrinth, common. Bloodthirst Baron. This doesn't have a logo, so it could be just random, but it's a vampire. It could be from the Death deck, actually, the opposite of the light. Nice vampire. Common, Windfall, water card, spell. Landing Point of Ice, edition card. It says edition field. Common. Shock Troop of Asakna, which is one of the cards we got in the Fire Trial deck. So another one of those. Common. First uncommon here, White Fallen King from, I assume, that Darkness deck as well. Pretty cool. Resonator Skeleton. Second uncommon is Queen of Atlantis, again from Water. Shiny card rare is Will-o'-the-Wisp, Resonator Spirit from Light, so that's good. If that's any good, probably goes straight into the Light deck. Shiny, and the one magic stone we get is another light one, so that's pretty good. As you can see, I have no really idea if any of these cards are that good, but kind of fitting that I got a light card to go with the light deck. But yeah, it seems a pretty cool game just based on the art and how I think the game works. But yeah, I'll be back probably in a few days with a video on how to play, my thoughts on the game and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, at least right now, just based on these cards, recommend at least trying out this game. It's new, it seems people are interested in it, and yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So thanks for watching this video, and bye.